Hello and welcome once again to another exciting session of the Legends of Stoneharbor. I am your ever-present Dungeon Master, Whatmaniac C, and I would like to apologize for the fan that is currently going. My AC unit is going to keep running through here because temperatures picked up in the south, so yeah, the house thinks that it's supposed to be cooler inside than it actually is, so it's going to keep trying to drop the internal temperature of my house by 10 degrees, which is probably not going to happen. Joining me, as always, are my amazing role players. Going down the line from what I can see on my Roll20 screen, we have Zammy playing June Providence, the fairy sorcerer. Doc playing Kyburn Vassarat, the Harsoth cleric.
I'm having intense gas pains.
Josh Kaposh playing Arya Maverick, the human sorcerer. Yes, that's right. There's two sorcerers.
Yes, I am a human.
Yes, I am human. Then we have, of course, Colin playing Dre James Payton, the Asimar fighter.
Potential crisis.
Unfortunately, Star cannot join us today. There is a lot going on with them at the moment, so they had to opt out due to scheduling conflicts, and they should hopefully be back next session, if not much later today, depending on... I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them, so that usually means they're either going to jump in here right before midnight, or they're going to join in a couple weeks. On that note, when last the party left off, they were in the town of Codlow, where they had been asked by a group to... Basically, this group offered to pledge themselves to Dre's current cause, which was uniting the Freedom Initiative once more, if the group decided to do a task for them, which was to clear out the local mines of Codlow of a heavily infested goblin presence that they had reported. The group went in and cleared out the goblins and encountered some bugbears, and as they went deeper into the mine itself, they encountered some hobgoblins. And as they tried to gain some motive from the hobgoblins, Kyburn and their leader had differences of opinion.
Let's call it that, yeah.
And Kyburn launched an attack which has now put the party into combat. This is where we will pick up in the midst of combat, and hopefully we'll be able to reach Dustcliff today. Also, someone is echoing, and that is catching up in my recording.
Back to me. Let me...
I think it's me.
Nah, it's Josh.
Josh and is not wearing headphones.
Shaking my head.
I'm wearing
Sin.
headphones. They're just loud.
Sin.
Right, of course. We believe you.
Okay.
On that note, roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I do not see my token.
There's
That is because
nothing.
you're not
I
here,
don't-
because you will be
Yep.
here at the top of the next round, because
That's fair.
Oh, we don't see the map either.
Oh boy.
These are troubling times.
what do you mean you don't see the map?
Are we not on the...
I mean, I've put...
Okay, we're just doing it like imagination style, or like...
No, I put you on the map. It's... Refresh the page.
Oh, well, okay.
You all are right where you're supposed to be.
Oh, I'm sorry, my internet's having a stroke. It's alright. Oh, there we go. No, where I rolled anything. Alright. Oh,
Awesome. Cool.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Wow.
it's not in the turn order anymore, but I rolled a 10.
Yeah, no, well,
Up
it's
there.
it's
Give
there.
me a
It's on
second.
my screen.
Alright. Yeah, my internet's been fucky all week, so... sorry.
Roll20 doesn't love us today.
No. Should I... Is it like in the turn order? I can't tell.
Yes, it's in the turn order.
Okay. Cool. This is deck. Yeah, y'all do me a favor. Kill him real quick for me.
Hey, go Evelyn. Didn't you lift her
Sure.
spear?
Dude, you got two girlfriends, dude. Dry, you got two elves.
Oh, look at that. I don't know how to feel. Dre does not know how to feel about that.
Ashton knows how to feel about it.
I know how Hessian. Actually.
Hessian knows very much how to feel about it.
Mm.
Sorry, gang. Combat was not as prepared as I wish it was.
It's all good. It's all good.
That preparation time
Then
lapse.
more
one.
enemies. Good. This is good.
Oh, awesome. We all die here, you know.
Oh no, I was an idiot and used all my spell slots on the first floor. No, I like
Great. What's
Yeah,
my sword at again? I think I've used one of the first. Yeah.
yeah, we're fucked until Arya gets down here, or June.
And you're
can-
still screwed then. What?
Or no, June can light us up. June can light us up.
Conspiracy.
It's
I have
fine.
a
Sure.
conspiracy theory.
June can light us up.
Kyburn didn't want to be here to begin with, so he's wasting all of the spell slots to make us die faster. It's clearly
Yeah, of course.
I believe.
Alright. I hope you all realize that Kyburn is not like a sane human being. He's
I-
not a human being, exactly. I'm playing mind games here. What? Hello? Sorry. I think my entire house is just having a stroke, not just my internet.
So my biggest worry here is that there's the archers in the back, and I don't know who's going to take care of those.
Yeah.
But
If only it was someone in the party had ranged spell attacks.
I
or
can't
ranged
imagine.
weaponry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like y'all have
Who would've-
crossbows or anything.
Yeah, who would have
the
thought?
crossbow.
It's not like I have a dart.
June's like,
Yeah,
I
you
can
gonna
throw
use
knives at
sharpshooter
them.
on that one? You gonna use
It's okay,
sharpshooter
I'll
on
use
that?
my sword burst to attack them.
Oh,
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
I'll release my energy from my sword.
cool.
Oh.
That's just because I'm really lazy.
Oh.
Wow, that is not good rolls for any of them.
I support it.
That's
I
worth
like the
it.
nat one.
big fan.
Just to clarify, which one's Rick Seal? The one with the armor?
The one up front, yeah, with the spear and the shield, yeah.
Alright, just check. Did we see who counterspelled?
Yeah, you got a rough idea of who counterspelled.
Alright.
Isn't it the leader?
We were having a debate about this about 2 hours ago. Which one was the
And I'm always right.
speller? Yeah, I mean, I know you're always right, but
Thank you. Yeah, no, sorry, I've been so mean recently.
Yeah, Josh,
I
we know.
didn't
We
mean-
know, Josh. We understand.
you've,
hurts.
you've done worse. I've done worse. We're all good.
Okay.
Mm. I need to practice my voice real quick.
Right now.
All right, there we go.
Do you want to?
I've got the turn order all set up as it is supposed to be, and at the top of that order is Evelyn. Which I'm gonna have to look over. If I remember correctly, because of how things decided to happen last session, her spear is broken. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So she's gonna stroll on up to this guy right here. Just saunter on up, and she's going to attack with a longsword.
All right.
Fun. She's in fireball range.
Oh, you can place fireball well.
Oh, look at Mr. I can place fireball well. Aren't you special? And what is their AC? Ooh. So unfortunately that does not hit.
What?
Jeez.
Oh, boy.
So that was Evelyn's turn.
This isn't good.
All right. Righty. Cool. Cool. Awesome. I am going to attack with my special sword. I'm going to special sword it. Wait, no. First, I should move up to them. That'd be a better idea. So I'll move my movement and saunter up like a cool guy to this guy. If I can. I'm just gonna assume I'm moving. It's not sliding. This is embarrassing.
Do you have the clicker
There we go.
selected, or do you have
There
the
we go.
ruler
All right.
selected?
Just really laggy, so I can't see what I'm doing. Cool. All right. Anyway, and then I'll do some sword attacks on him. How many can I do? Is it 3? 4.
It is 3. If you're wielding in each hand, you get 1 attack with the main hand, and then 2 attacks with the offhand.
So that means 1 with this and 1, 2.
Which one are you attacking? Your character is kind of stopped like right here for me.
Oh, okay. This one.
So you're going after. So you're
Oh, wait, sorry. This one.
right here.
Yeah, it was being all glitchy.
Okay. Yeah. So none of those hit.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
I have to go up to him with a shield.
As you swing your blows, he intercepts the first one with his shield, and as you swing, you kind of like lash out quickly with 2 jabs with your short sword. He doubles back and kind of steps away. Not so far that he's out of your attack range, but just for flavor, he is distancing himself. And now it is Hessian's turn. And Hessian is having none of this, so they saunter on up as well. And they're gonna swing their sword. And they're gonna get him.
You got multi-attack.
They are not gonna get him. But they do have extra attack, yeah, so they're gonna swing one more time to try again.
Jesus.
And this is just depressing.
We'll be fine.
Oh my god.
June's got it. June's got us.
June?
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Double
guys.
fireball, easy.
Let's get it.
How
we
many
can't
spell
double
slots
fireball.
do you have left?
I have spells. I can use it one more time.
June's like, I have spell slots. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I have spell slots in meta magic? What?
Well, actually, Kyburn raises an interesting point.
I do think
have-
June has quicken spell, right?
It's not even that. June has twin spell.
Yeah. Well, you can't twin spell a fireball.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So long as it doesn't have, so long as it's not targeting multiple creatures with the same
Well, that's
spell,
gonna
like
be-
basically
that's gonna
like
be-
Scorching Ray.
Oh.
So area
So
of
you
effect
could,
spells
like-
you can twin spell.
Oh. I thought it specifically said you could not do that. Wow.
Nope, just
That's-
Scorching Ray, Magic Missile, Eldritch Blast, things like that. Can't
You
twin
learn
spell.
something new every day.
But yeah,
Um,
if June wanted to burn them sorcery points, they could twin spell their fireballs.
I will take. But I
Neat.
need to think where.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need to show me the blast radiuses you're going for.
Oh. Um.
That's wild.
Just don't want to hate you guys. I'll shoot right here. If it.
Okay, so the first one's going right here.
There.
Let's check that radius. Oof. Big ol' oof. Continual oof. This is just... My god. This gets pretty much everyone except for these two guys back here.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, DC 14 deck save. I need to make... that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
A few.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're just gonna roll 8d20 and I'll just add the dex modifiers in later.
Yeah.
Hey! That's
At
not
least
good.
2 succeeds.
Nope, exactly 2 succeed.
Alright, yeah.
Good thing I know which ones.
Haha, Frexil and the Mage. Let's go.
Well, kind of, because, goblins, not the most... They have some dexterity, but if they don't roll well, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All these people roll real bad. They roll the real bad. Oof. So yeah. It's how much
You
damage?
just need to
30,
make your
30
enemies immune to
damage?
fire. 30, yeah.
Okay. So let me just go through and kill them. There's one. There's two.
Oh, excuse me, give me a sec. Sorry,
You're
but
good.
Oh no, his demon portal's opening up.
Oh.
Okay, I've got all their HP updated. As the fireball initially explodes and sends ripples outward of volatile flaming energy, you watch as one of the two of the hobgoblins in the back, one of the archers and one of the pikemen just are instantly incinerated. And you watch as the other hobgoblins and goblins caught in the blast kind of buckle under the strain and begin trying to like pat out the flames furiously. With exception of Rexil and the bugbear, the rest of them all look bloodied.
Fun.
With exception of these two, again, off in the back here, who have not taken anything. Were you just casting the one fireball, or were you actually going to twin spell it?
I was going to twin spell it.
Okay, for the future, when you do that, just go ahead and roll me both of them. That way we can go ahead and get that out of the way. That would be... because with twin spell, if I remember correctly, which it's been a while because I don't use twin spell often, I'm going to go ahead and read over it, actually. When you cast a spell on a target with...
I'm pretty sure it's just when you cast a spell that targets only one creature. Which is...
yeah.
I don't think it works
That's
in
what I
fireball.
was. Yeah.
Hold up. We're gonna bust out Player's Handbook because I am rather certain it don't have any grievance against the fireballs.
No, I'll Google it. Quick.
Yeah, Magic Missile and Scorching Ray aren't eligible, but Ray of Frost and Chromatic Orb are.
Yeah, it can't be twin spell.
Okay, yep. My apologies. There was... To be eligible, a spell must be incapable of targeting more than one creature at the spell's current level. Yeah. Apologies. That was on me. I did not do the thing right, but you can quicken spell. Wait, no you can't, because their
you have
level
it.
spell slots are gone.
Well, you just...
But you can quicken spell a Scorching Ray.
Not a bad idea.
You can also hold your movement because, basically, here's the skinny. If you hold your movement, you can cast another spell, and then you've also got Quicken Spell if you want to use that to cast as a bonus action on top of that. Additionally, we all know that Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action, and you've been throwing that one around like crazy.
Yeah.
Or you can convert to another 3rd level spell slot and do another fireball on everybody.
That is true, yeah, since you're holding your... If you hold your movement, you can spend your bonus action converting sorcery points to spell slots, and then launch another fireball.
I will do that.
Alright, roll me another fireball, and I'll go ahead and subtract your sorcery points from your thing.
I am a fan of like the 2 actions per round instead of just the action movement thing. It does speed things up quite a bit.
Thank
Like
you.
damage-wise, at least, yeah.
So, there we go, flexible casting. Oh! So that is actually all your sorcery points.
Yeah.
But, bright side, 2nd fireball.
Wow.
Damage on that one wasn't as good as the last one, but we'll see who takes their saves.
So, a few more people that time.
Still only 2.
Really?
Wait, nope, 3.
That's what I thought.
But it doesn't matter really for...
Yeah, I wouldn't
them.
imagine. Yeah. There. Where are your armies now, bitch? Kinda fucking...
I'm just saying we could have recruited him on our side and we could have had 2 armies.
Oh, I have plans, yeah.
So now I get to clear some turn orders. So yeah,
Yeah?
that's your turn.
Oh, that's my turn.
Alright. Bring it back.
1, 2, 3. Oh, still on the GM layer.
Yeah, I'm on initiative 10. Dex 14.
Time for some damage. Whoa.
Whoa, guys. Oh, I am in the order I don't see myself, right?
You're in the order. You just, if there's things on the GM layer, you will not see that in the turn order.
Yeah, I got that. I don't see myself as the thing.
Oh, like your token at all, or like you in the turn
No,
order?
I see my token. I just not on the turn order. I don't see myself.
You should be right after June.
Yeah. Okay. So wait,
If this fight isn't over by then.
right. Well, yeah. So
Dre does a
Uh-oh.
22 hit.
I think maybe it might.
Don't get cocky. Don't
You
get
take
cocky, Colin.
8 points of damage as the
Awesome.
goblin hits you with a hand axe. And then it's going to reel back for its second attack.
Well,
Does an
always
18...
pride before the fall.
Huh, what?
I said always pride before the fall. Yes, an 18 hits. Yeah, an 18 hits.
Okay. Damage again. Alright, that is 5 points of damage.
Awesome. 17's a good number. I like it.
And that is all it can do its turn. Now it's Rexel's turn!
Oh no.
All the way back to Kyber.
And that is my turn.
You mean Arya?
Oh my god! Sorry. Sorry.
I really hope he just downs one of them.
I did not realize they had this many abilities.
That's a bad sign.
You know what? We already killed the army. You know what? Just bring it, dude. Just bring it. Like you need it at this point. Like.
Oh no.
Dre.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Make a strength saving throw.
Strength? Okay.
15.
Congratulations. You did not get knocked prone. As you take your blows from the goblin, you turn around as Rexil's shield bashes you in the face. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
As he does this, he is going to then attack Hessian. That is with his spear. So... Oh, that absolutely hits. That is a 24.
Oh my god.
To hit, let's see, it is a spear, so it is a d6 of damage. Alright, so that is 6 points of damage to Hessian, and then he's going to use Martial Advantage and deal an additional 4d6 of damage. Jesus fuck. So let's see, it did 6 damage. Hessian takes a total of 28 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Great. Scar's gonna be happy.
As he stabs Hessian with the spear like right through their defenses and twists the spiked edge on his spear deeper into the wound, dealing additional damage. And as he does this, he yanks it out violently and then lunges at Dre one more time.
Oh, hi.
Dre, does a 23 hit?
I believe so. I have to check though.
Cool. You take 9 points of damage
All right.
as he stabs you
Okay.
too.
Hey, that's the number of hit points on that.
And that is all he can do this turn. So it is
Alright.
Archer Goblin time. Or Archer
What?
Hobgoblin time.
There's more. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Kyburn,
Oh, yeah.
does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 8 points of damage,
Great.
and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. 9.
You are poisoned.
Great. Great.
Not nice.
So for the duration of the poisoning, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. That's alright.
On that note, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I take the arrow, but I like kind of lurch back. I don't really flinch all that much though. He's like still watching like the burning bodies and the chaos and horror caused by June's fireballs. I kind of give this toothy grin and this wide-eyed, like mad, nervous, like stare straight at Rexiel, like digging away at Dre's stamina. And I just step forward, and I will channel. Oh my god, I can't move my token. And I will channel divinity. All right, can I move my token? Lord. Okay. Just right behind Hessian. I don't know why I can't touch anything and do anything, but
No.
There you go, right behind Hessian.
I will channel the divinity orders demand. I need to make wisdom saves, except for the archer. DC, I believe, 14.
So all the creatures except the archer. So just the 4 of them.
Yes. The 3 of them, yeah.
Okay. Said it was a DC 14.
Oh. Yes.
Okay. As far as you can tell, only one of them seems to react to your words. It is the goblin next to Dre.
Kill the fool, Rexiel, and consign yourself to death.
And it will do that on its turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright.
And with my bonus, I will drink a basic healing potion.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Now roll
That's
that
10.
heal.
Oh, there we
tasty.
go. There we go. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. It is the bugbear's turn. And he is gonna saunter on up to here.
Yikes.
He raises his mace high over Hessian. And he is going to roll to hit him. He's gonna hit him good.
Been good at all.
Hey Josh, it's almost the scenario you...
Exactly.
I'm gonna be the hero.
Okay, so that is an 18. That just hits. Cool. So Hessian's unconscious.
If Star's character... Alright.
As you, Kyburn, see this, and you recognize it. As he raises his mace high, you watch, as it begins to crackle with red-green light. And as he brings it down on them, you watch as necrotic energy begins to spread over Hessian until they collapse.
This is great.
Interesting.
Awesome.
And then he turns to Dre.
Oh.
And he's going to
God.
swing his weapon again, non-magically.
Dodge.
I haven't been good at dodging this round.
I can tell.
Dre has a 15, do you?
Does not hit, as a matter of fact.
Excellent. That is the bugbear's turn. The round is now back at the top. Josh,
Ah,
Yeah.
you arrive. I need you to roll me initiative.
yes.
Oh, he can only get there. He can get there in his turn.
Haha.
He's only, a turn away from doing
Oh my
it.
god. Storms in there.
Cool.
Just gotta play it out really
So
good.
it's
Yeah, you got
back to Evelyn's turn.
Evelyn will save us. It's fine. You can just head back up to, just
Shit,
guard the entrance. Just guard the entrance
does
for us,
Evelyn still
just
have
hang
lay
out
on
there.
hands?
Ah,
Own them
good
all.
question.
According to this, she's still got them all. So
I believe you.
I will have her get Hessian back up. As Evelyn lays hands on Hessian, heals them for 15 hit points. Hessian just kind of, it's not Gucci. As I do a very poor star
So
impression.
Your star
Alright,
is
that
so
is-
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty good star.
So that is Evelyn's action. They're gonna try to actually do something again. They're gonna try and hit the bugbear with the sword, and they miss.
Oh.
As they swing, the bugbear just bats it away with his giant mace. Dre, it's your turn.
Alright, I just have a question. Can I use healing hands on myself? Can I just touch my wrist or something?
That is an excellent question. Right, because you're an Aasimar and you get healing hands.
Mm-hmm.
Healing hands. It just says a creature. It does not specify that you can't do it to yourself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so that means I can?
Yeah, go nuts. Heal yourself for all
All
of
right.
5 hit points.
I will, and I'll enjoy it. So, is that a bonus action?
That is an action.
Awesome.
It says there in Healing Hands, it says, as an action, you touch a creature and cause it to regain a number of hit points equal to your level.
It does say that. I must have skimmed over. The dyslexic brain.
Oh, Colin.
But it's been done.
The
Oh, I haven't added it in yet, so I'm thinking.
inner wargamer is having a stroke.
I know. That's why, because it's like, is it worth it? I'm probably gonna go out in one hit anyway. So,
Yeah.
what are the chances of me actually surviving, even if I do it? So I'm gonna scrap that idea.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Okay, that's an action too. I'm looking through everything that I could possibly get me out of this situation right now. If I use Radiant Soul and fly away, will I take an attack of opportunity? I'm assuming yes.
I mean, who knows?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
So if I use Radiant Soul and fly away with my wings of light, if that's what they even do, will I take the attack of opportunity?
Yes, because the second you leave
Okay.
any of these creatures' attack radius, or like you leave their space, they will attack you.
So just to be clear, if I do that, then both of these creatures in front of me will attack me, or try to.
Both of them, yes. Which means that you...
Great.
I mean, bright side, you can burn their reactions.
Okay. Wait, so what does that? Does that mean they can't attack me?
Yes.
Sorry,
They will be able to attack you.
No, if you try to move out of that space in any way, flying,
Okay.
walking, running, unless it's like the only way that they can't attack of opportunity you is if you somehow teleport out of there.
Dang it! I summon all my charisma. You can manage it. Okay, cool. So there's that, and there's that, and then there's standing and fighting. How are my enemies looking?
One of them looks bloodied,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Um.
And it's the
I
bugbear.
recommend I recommend attacking.
I was just gonna say the same thing because I'm probably gonna go unconscious either way, any way I go in the next few rounds. So yeah, I might as well just go down fighting. All right.
Okay, who are
So
you
I'm gonna
attacking?
do my attack. I'll attack the one that looks bloodied.
So the bugbear.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So do 1, 2, 3.
Oh, finally some good fucking rolls.
Oh yeah.
Imagine just like, alright,
2 of them might
calling
hit.
some good fucking food. Sorry, I don't watch Gordon Ramsay. I just know that quote.
You just are Gordon Ramsay.
I just am Gordon Ramsay. Guys,
I believe it.
Kyburn is just Gordon Ramsay. Anyway, moving on because we take forever for comment.
Guilty.
Okay. The first attack misses as he deflects your attack away, but the next 2 attacks hit, dealing a cumulative 9 points of damage. He is still standing.
alive. Awesome. Should have pulled out my sword.
So that was your action and your bonus action. And
So got another action.
you've still got one more action, which can be used to move. Or
Okay.
it can be used for another action.
An action be to use my sword beam and attack the bugbear again with it.
I mean, that's a ranged
Would that
attack, so
action
I
count?
wouldn't recommend it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Would an action be to hit again with my sword and add radiant damage to it? Use a charge.
Yes, if you're going to use the Blade of the Grove, yes, you can attack again.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Plus 2d4 radiant damage, so do I roll that? Oh wait, it has to attack first.
Well, your attack landed and it hit. So now you roll damage. I'm pretty sure it's not 2d4.
Oh wait, don't you crit on 19s because you're a champion? You rolled
When I do what?
19. You rolled 19. Doesn't that mean you?
Had an answer for
thought
you.
I'd set the crit threshold for that.
Maybe not for the Blade of Grove, but yeah, he's champion, right?
Oh shit! No, I didn't set it on any of his weapons. Yes, that actually
Oh,
is
wow.
crit.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is a critical hit. How many charges are you burning? Well, I guess technically you've only really got, because you used one earlier for sword beam.
Yeah.
Last session, and did you use sword beam once or twice? I feel
I
like.
only did it once, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Then you have 2 more charges.
Okay, so I'll use one more to add more damage. I thought it was 2d4.
Okay, he's
I don't know.
dropping after that.
Let me check.
Hopefully.
Wait, it's
It is an
2d8.
additional D8
Tiered.
per charge expended. So
Okay,
it's 2d8.
so,
It's 2d8 for a melee attack and 1d8 for the sword beam.
You know what? I'm going unconscious anyway. I really might as well. Someone needs both my charges.
Sorry.
All right. So that's you roll 4d8.
Okay. Oh my god.
So that is
That is-
12 plus 14 plus
Plus
8.
32.
What do you mean plus 32?
Oh, a crit, right?
Yeah, but the sword beam is, or the
I
radiant doesn't
understand.
crit. Yeah, it's just the.
Alright.
So that'd be 12 plus 12, 24, plus 14, 38. 38 total points of damage. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so with my bloodied self, I'm going to. I'm weary and I gradually gain more energy as I go, and I just take my sword with the radiant spark and I slice him in half.
Okay, as you conjure forth the energy, the blade glows brilliantly blue with light, and as you strike down, you watch as an explosion of radiant energy rips forth from the tip of your blade, ripping this bugbear in twain.
Awesome.
And his 2 vivisected halves drop to either side of the ground. He is very much dead, and that is very much your turn.
Alright, I'm happy with that. Now time to die.
Now it's Hessian's turn, and Hessian's going to use half their movement to get up from being prone. They're gonna look around, kind of survey the situation, spot the archer in the back, and just go, yeah, and lob a javelin.
You start hit phenomenal.
That is 18 plus 6, 24.
Yeah.
So let's roll that damage. They take 6 points of damage as a javelin rams into them. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they can't apply smite on top of that. Pretty sure.
No, it has to be melee.
So on that note, yeah, they're just gonna stand there as their opponent is at least bloodied. Yeah, that's their turn. June, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna do spiritual weapon.
Okay, where are you calling it down?
Right. No, did you see? Right.
Okay, on that guy.
Mhm. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting to roll.
Alright. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. He's not charmed anymore.
Pretty much.
Oh! Oops.
So yeah, as Kyburn, you watched like him begin to slowly turn towards Rexiel, as this glittering golden blade appears in the air and strikes down on him. It explodes with force, and he kind of stumbles back and blinks for a second before turning back to the situation at hand and realizing who still needs to die.
I turn back, my eyes glaring, like bright with fire, like first thaumaturgy or whatever, just like, and I just hiss at you.
June just does a nice little wave. And
Everyone
I'm
waves
also gonna
back.
cast.
Everyone waves back with like a sullen expression.
Give me a second. I still need. Oh. I'm sorry, Dre. I would like to cast Shatter.
Come again?
Shatter?
Where are you casting it?
Here?
Oh my god. Oh
Is
my
it this
god.
Ah. Ooh.
And you said you're casting it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, they're just outside of it. Yeah.
You know what the funniest thing is?
Dre, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is there a...
Oh.
Does he... Oh, I guess he has the health.
Okay.
He might have the health to survive.
I don't know about that.
If you die because of this, I will... Oh my
I'm
god.
so sorry.
I'm gonna make my next character hate fairies if I die because of this.
No, like, actually, I can't heal him if he goes... when he goes down. When he goes down. And if either of them decide to hit him, he's fucking dead.
Thank God.
Doesn't
Right,
mean he still
Dre,
doesn't take any damage.
You take half damage. You're unconscious.
Awesome. Figured.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we might have just killed Dre.
No, he's okay. He's fine.
No, he's... Alright,
No,
you know
he's
what, no, I'm not...
Arya got
Not
this.
okay.
I'll savor the moment, you know what? You're right, he'll survive, it's okay, don't worry about it. We'll protect him. We'll be alright.
Alright.
In a series of blunders by June.
I'm so... You know, Colin, I'm so sorry for you.
Sorry.
So
Anger is rising.
they also
Well, good thing you're...
take
Good thing you're a cleric and can heal him, right?
half damage.
I can heal.
Yeah, you'd be able to bring him back to life too if you hadn't burned all your spell slots and sorcery points.
What do you mean?
Awesome.
No, I still have to save you.
Just to be clear, I'm dead, right?
What are you talking about, June? You burned all your sorcery points to get a 3rd level spell slot, and then burned that for fireball.
No, next round.
What do you mean next round?
What? Wait, I'm not casting anything to help him now.
I know,
Right.
but if he dies,
She doesn't
Oh.
understand. Wait, you don't know about Revivify, right? Yeah, anyway. Moving on. We'll figure it out later. Let's just keep
June, you have not moved. You have used an action and a bonus action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Would you like to shoot us in the back as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let me just fireball the party.
At this point, you might as well.
I was secretly a bad guy the whole time.
Dude, I mean... We get June's backstory? We ditching the Paw
Stop.
Patrol?
Guys, Drayton's getting his son. It's okay, he has a son.
Man, I'm down to ditch the Paw Patrol.
I believe this is happening.
Who needs freedom?
I guess I'll cast magic missile.
There
Okay,
you go.
cast your magic missile.
It's just
Andre,
once, right? No, no.
Andre, just do it on.
You can
Envy.
only cast it once,
3 darts.
but it's 3
Right.
darts. You just let
But
me know where those are going because they're doing 3 points of force damage each.
Oh.
So all of them are
This one-
centered on Rexil.
Mhm.
Okay, Rexil takes 9 points of damage. Rexil is finally looking bloodied.
Yeah.
Arya, welcome to the party.
Hi, Josh!
Hi.
So as
Yes.
you have stumbled down into the cave, you with your goggles of dark vision, you kind of just look around, and you just watch everything that just goes down. Like you watch the explosion of light that kills the bugbear. You watch June take out Dre, and
An accident.
yeah,
I
You just
Hashtag know
witness
your
all that.
spells.
kind of run up here.
Oh, she knew what she was doing. She specifically said, like, sorry, Dre, before she did it.
So
no, I know.
I'll activate my mantle of flame.
Cool.
This would be a good time to do that.
So you've used your movement, your bonus action.
Yep, and I will use Scorching Ray. I will have 2 rays on Rexel right here,
Okay,
and one on this guy, all in the back. Wait,
cool. Okay.
that might be a bit too far, right?
It's in range. It's in range.
It's within
120
range,
feet.
I believe.
You're good.
Okay, good. Awesome.
And then, yeah, roll for each ray, I believe, is how
Here's
Scorching
the-
Ray
this
works.
is-
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you have to roll a spell attack for each ray, yeah.
Yep. So I the first 2 are on Rexel, and the last one's on the archer in the back. And all those get added 5 points of damage each.
Okay,
each
so
one.
the first one misses.
Cool.
Raxil, as it zips towards him, it just kind of glances off his shield once again. The second hits, dealing 9 points of damage as he knocks it back. The unexpected force of just your mantle of flame causes him to send his arm wide with the shield, so that the other one strikes him clear in the chest, and he stumbles back. And then as you unleash your final one, the archer's just gone. Because that was a crit with Mantle of Flame. So there's just nothing. You just watch as it strikes him, and you watch it blossom orange inside of him, and you see him reduced to dust and ash. As Phoenix
I'm glad
Fire consumes him.
I'm glad I joined the fight.
And that is your turn.
Cool.
Wow, guys.
Alright.
Glad I'm here, guys. Really glad.
This is great.
Hello.
Sorry, reading over something real quick.
Alright, just making.
How to kill Dre. The manual.
I'm making sure you're doing. No, no, just. I'm just making sure my internet's not dying on me as we speak.
Oh,
Yeah, only one death per game.
Eh. I'm down for TPK. TKP. Wait, is it TPK?
I think
or
that's TPK.
Is it TPK or TKP?
TKP is team kill player.
All right.
Actually, that
Team
doesn't.
party kill.
Team kill your.
Yeah.
Team kill your parents.
Team kill party.
KP.
So hey guys, it's me, Cripplest to Precious. Finally made it. How's it going, boy?
We've always needed a druid.
Was I a druid?
Next character just wanted to just kill the party.
I'm pretty sure you were a druid.
No,
Yeah.
I was a sorcerer. Was I a druid?
Yeah, you're a druid.
Huh. That's some serious Mandela effect right there, man. Like, gee, that's not. It doesn't exist, but I could have swore I was like.
Whoever sneezed, bless you.
I could have swore I was. All right. Well, I never played him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I just summon all my charisma to create a second clone of myself, and put him over there.
June just takes that one
I'm
out.
really worried how long it's taking you to read this. I feel like we're all about to die.
Oh no,
Hey,
it's
man.
Dre.
Misery loves company.
It's his clone, Dre John Parton.
Yeah, exactly.
Except it's Dre with an E instead of an A.
Exactly.
Mhm.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
I don't like that sign, man. I don't like that sign.
I mean, to be fair, the guy's got a lot going on. Is his best move really to kill someone that's already on the ground? Just saying. He just got hit with a flaming ray. He's got
I'm just
5
saying that this
people
guy
in-
definitely had aspirations, and he might be a psychotic murderer that just wants to get something
Do
off.
I want to make June? Do I want to make juice?
Shut the
June.
fuck up.
Do I want to make June feel bad, or do I? Do I want to be?
You should already feel
It's less
bad.
that and more. I had to read over some things, some rules, and I had to also look into. I had to look into the nature of goblins.
Ah.
Oh
Oh,
no.
awesome.
I think the nature is a step on the head to make sure they're dead. That's at least what I've always heard.
So Dre,
Yeah.
I need you to roll me some percentile dice real quick. Don't tell me what the number is. Just hold on to it.
Okay. Wait. So where do I do that? Where I
Just-
can't? Oh, in chat.
You can whisper it to GM.
What I mean? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Duh. How do you do that?
You'd
Sorry, I
be rolling a
haven't done that
D100. So basically, what you would do is you do /W, then my name,
Mhm.
and then you would, or additionally, you could do /GM roll 1D100.
1, 2. Hopefully that works. I just did /GM roll 1D100, no space. Should there be space?
There should be a space between GM roll and 1D100.
That's what I thought. Okay.
All right.
Huh.
So the rest of
Good
you,
job, June.
the rest of you watch as this goblin sees Dre on the ground and just begins to cackle. And they look over at June, then to Hessian and Evelyn, and it just makes a little motion of drawing its thumb across its neck before it lands 2 consecutive hits with its hand axe into Dre's chest.
Kyburns
And
a grin.
Dre's chest stops rising and falling.
Kyburn's grin just drops.
It continues to cackle as it then begins to lick the blood off of its axe. That is its turn. It is now Rexeel's turn. As he turns to Hessian and launches his attacks. That is an 11 plus 9, 20 to hit. That hits. Rolling damage. That is 5 points of damage. He's going to use martial advantage again. That is 24 points of damage. You watch as once again he knocks Hessian unconscious. With 3 consecutive stabs, and on the final one, or on the first, sorry, he hasn't even launched 2 other attacks, so that was just his first one. Before he moves down, and attacks Evelyn. That is a 21 to hit, and he deals 7 points of damage to her with the first blow. And as she stumbles back, he launches his third and final attack. And that is a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is 4 plus 3, 7, plus 9 for the crit. That is 16 points of damage. She staggers back and is bloodied. Not looking good. Kyburn, you're up. What do you do?
I kind of turn my gaze to Rexeel now, seeing Hessian full, and I'm gonna dump 2 sacred flames into him.
Okay, he needs to make some dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Oh, my bad. I put.
Oh, you might. Yeah, that's. Whoops.
Yeah, it's
There are
a
no
dex
attack
save, but
rolls
we'll
in.
keep that damage.
It's a dex save. Yeah.
What's the save?
14 should always be. Yep, from the cleric stuff. Yep.
Okay, so he takes 17 points of radiant damage as he
Oh,
dodges
that
the
might
first
not
one.
be right because it says there's a bonus to wisdom, like a wisdom bonus to the attack. Does that
Oh.
actually happen or no?
Hold up.
It's like put in there, but I'm not sure about that.
It should not be.
Okay, so just -3 from both of those.
Yeah, let me do a few fixes.
I'll
real
fix
quick.
that.
Yeah.
I got it done. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Also took away the attack roll. I'll put the saving throw in as well.
Cool.
Alright, all good.
So -3. So he takes 14 points of damage. As only one of your sacred flames hits, as he stumbles back from the first one and gets struck by your second blast of bright, brilliant white, searing flame.
And that's all I can do that turn.
All right. It is Evelyn's turn. Fuck. Yep, she is seeing Dre and Hessian both drop. Hybern watch like her hand around, like grip around her sword, tighten to the point that her like dark blue skin begins to get pale blue around the knuckles. And she is like glaring daggers at that goblin before attempting to rush them. And as she rushes, Rexiel is going to try and take an attack of opportunity. It's a 25. But it's only 5 points of damage, so she does not go down at all. And, like, bloodied and staggering over there, she locks eyes with this goblin and raises her sword up as high as she can before bringing it down on top of them. I'm just going to use my dice for this. I'm not going to RNG dice roller this shit, because Evelyn's been getting fucked on attack rolls. That is a 24 to hit. That absolutely hits. She does 1d8 slashing damage, and she is going to burn a Divine Smite. So that's a total of 3d8. That is 6, 10, 18. As she brings her blade down, it's singing brilliant golden. It explodes across this goblin. And he staggers back, looking horribly bloodied. That's all she can do this turn. It's Hessian's turn now, and they're going to have to make a death saving throw. They succeed. So they're stable for now. June, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going back. So, the fireball I did, did I cast on that? Cooking?
You still have it, yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like, because I casted fireball two times.
Yeah, what
So,
you
like,
did
the first...
was, since you used... Because you only had 1/3 level spell slot, because of the previous spells you had cast last session, you burned one of them to cast Fireball. That left you with no 3rd level spell slots. You then spent your bonus action converting sorcery points to spell slots, which burned all 5 of your sorcery points to give you 1 more 3rd level spell slot. You then dropped that to cast another Fireball.
Got it.
Yeah. You still have a spiritual weapon active, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is freaking... is Dre dead?
Currently, you don't know.
Oh, man. June's gonna move. Oh, this is live. Oh. I can't move June. Oh, never mind. Oh. June's gonna move right here. And cast Cure Wounds.
Alright, who are you casting Cure Wounds on?
The goblin. Why not?
No! Oh gosh. Dre?
Okay.
Not your buddy Hessian, huh? You taking favorite?
No! I'm not taking favorites.
As you
That was really sweet. I don't know why I had
conjure
to
forth the clerical energy, pulling forth all
Aha,
this
I knew
healing power from the ether, you place your hands on Dre, and you pour the healing energy into him,
Nothing
and
happens.
he does not move. Nothing happens.
Oh my
Cool.
god! No.
Alright, I try to make a psychopath.
Please don't.
And that was your movement and an action. Is there anything you can do as a bonus action?
Spiritual weapon.
Attack with that, yeah. Jeez.
Yep.
All right. Who are you attacking? Rexil or the Goblin?
Goblin.
All right. Roll a spiritual weapon attack.
Natural 1.
In your distraught emotional state, as you are essentially panicking right now, the spiritual weapon comes down on the goblin, collides with their form, but rather than the goblin being cleaved in twain, your sword shatters, and your spiritual weapon is gone.
Oh.
That is your turn. Arya, you're up.
I have a 3rd level spell slot left. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Okay.
And I'm going to
So it gives you 4 rays.
Yes, I'm going to put 3 of them. I'll put 2 of them on Rexel, and then the other 2 on the Goblin.
All right. Roll me 4 scorching ray attacks.
1, 2, 3,
Oof.
4.
Yeah, first one. There we go.
Oof.
At least one hits.
So let's see. That's 9 plus 12 for the crit.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah. 9 plus 12 plus 5. So that is 21, 26. All right. Arya,
Oh my god.
how do you want to end this fight?
Yay, alright, you're a hero. Sorry. Sorry.
I would like to, out of just complete confusion, out of everything that's been going on, because Arya's so lost right now. She's going to set that first scorching ray straight into Rexel's stomach and make it rise up and go out of his mouth onto the floor, and just burst up through his head.
All right.
Yes.
As you unleash this first blast, it collides with his chest, and in the exact same point where the armor was weakened before from your first blast, it actually caves the armor in, and you watch as this plate metal curves inward into his skin, as your scorching ray then explodes from the inside out, singeing and corroding him. And you watch as he falls, and his armor and weapons kind of clatter to the ground, scorched. And as your other arcs bank, the goblin, who is confident now, as there is no more spiritual weapon glowering over him, and he has another unconscious, soon-to-be-dead person in his sights. It collides with his head and just explodes. The bone helmet that he was wearing just shatters and clatters across the ground, and his head is just a blackened stump as his body flops to the ground, gone. We are out of initiative.
Great, cool, that's good.
Everyone just kind of the arrow, the poisoned arrow, and rips it out. The armor.
Freaking.
And then
What?
as we're out of combat, yeah, Evelyn casts Cure Wounds on Hessian.
What happened here?
Gosh.
Everyone just kind of saunters off.
It's freaking breaking.
Not helping. Evelyn. What happened?
she just, like, looks over at Dre, just not moving, and just doesn't respond.
I knew we shouldn't have come here.
June.
Hessian is now conscious due to Evelyn's efforts.
Okay. Anyone want to tell me what the hell happened?
Please, have some respect for the dead.
Oh my god.
Dalatro.
I just take a few steps back and I don't know, just kind of wait to the side.
Hessian gets up
I
off
start
the ground.
digging. I kind of breathe and I start digging through the belongings of Rexiel.
Gotcha. Okay. Just give me a couple moments to pull up my charts. As you loot Rexiel, you find, well, there is a damaged set of plate armor.
Pass.
There is a metal shield bearing the emblem of Maglubiet, the goblin and hobgoblin god. And
Just normal shield.
Yeah, a spear, and that is about it.
All right.
Colin, roll me another D100 and whisper it to me.
Got it. Oh, that's right. Just
Yeah, it's just /GM roll space 1D100.
yeah.
Okay. Arya.
Yes.
Is your mantle still active?
Yeah. It's active for a minute. I don't know. if
Okay.
it's-
Good. As it kind of the flames crackle and glow around you in this usual wreath of flame, you begin to notice that they are peeling off earlier than expected, but it's not that they are it's less that they are dissipating and more that they are relocating. They seem to kind of be wisping off into this off into the chamber.
I follow them.
Okay. They lead you over to this location. And as you step off to the side, you watch as the mantle takes shape. And it takes the shape not of a humanoid figure or even this wreath or mantle, it takes the shape of a small phoenix made of pure fire. And it just looks at you, blinks with its flaming eyes, and kind of like cocks its head. And you hear in your mind, death is just the beginning. We are but many forms.
Do I recognize the voice?
The voice does seem familiar, but you're not sure where you place it.
Who are you?
Power.
Are you my creation? I just don't.
No,
I don't get what's happening. Okay, cool, good, awesome.
I am not your creation. You are mine, and I offer a gift.
What is this gift?
You have fed the flame, and we accept it graciously. And so we offer you assistance. We feel your pain, and so we offer you a chance. Rally your strengths,
Okay.
and you watch as the mantle once again dissipates and forms around you. And the last thing that you hear as it does this is, be a shroud, not a mantle.
Okay. Okay.
And as it does this, you kind of hear a very faint noise coming back from where the party was.
Go that way.
Okay.
Can I say I've been doing something while she's been away?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of, stand up from Rick's body. I move over to Dre's body. I kneel down. I light a candle. Any ceremonial things just out in the open. I do my best to, close his eyes and just clean him up a little bit. Peaceful rest, Paracore. And I say a quick prayer before I nod to myself and stand up.
Arya,
Yes.
as you step back into the room, everything is the same as it was a moment ago, but you notice one slight difference. Across these bodies that now lay across the room, you see faint lights. In those that have recently died, the light is a bit brighter, and in those that have been dead some time, the light is faint, like smoldering embers. Dre's light is about to go out. What do you do?
Oh no. I go over and touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you lay your hands upon this source of light that you see coming from Dre, your mantle leaves your shoulders and spreads over him in a kind of halo of flame. Josh,
Yes.
would you like to cast Revivify?
Wait, you like
Would
just
you like
cut
to
out,
cast
like-
Revivify?
I would love to.
Okay.
Okay.
Colin, roll me one final D100.
Okay. That's right. Oh,
Excellent. Okay. Dre. You find yourself at a crossroads. You don't recognize the terrain, and you can't see really more than 10 to 15 feet in front of you in any direction. Off in the distance, you see a faint golden light, and you can hear just the most beautiful music you've ever heard in your life, and it feels warm and inviting and peaceful. And then from behind you, as you turn back, it's kind of cold and dark, but you hear faintly in the distance Kyburn's voice giving a small prayer, an offering of passage. And
What?
Well, I'm assuming, just roll with me here.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
as you
I just...
kind of look back in that direction, you feel a hand grasp yours. And before you now, there is this resplendent, glowing orange figure. And they look at you and they go, I offer you a choice. That way, and she points towards the warm golden light. She goes, lies eternal rest, the ability to never worry, never tire, to live a peaceful life in its entirety to your end of days. And she points back towards the way where you can hear your friends' voices, that cold, dark place, and she goes, back that way. I offer you the chance to return to the land of the living. But know this. The road before you will be full of tragedy and heartbreak, pain and pride, and the suffering of more people than you could imagine. The choice is yours.
a life is suffering behind me is no life at all. I have to go back. I'm not done in this world yet.
At that, this orange figure dissipates, and you are violently yanked back by a force you cannot see towards the darkness. And as you are pulled through this pitch black darkness, your eyes open, and you are back in the cave, alive.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What?
Did I just...
Kyburn backs up immediately, horrified.
Did you just...
Trey does the same.
Did I just...
What
What
did you
happened?
do?
What's going on? What happened?
Arya,
Here,
what have
I'm
you
back.
done?
What do you mean he's back? Isn't it obvious what I've done? I'd say it's pretty clear.
Cameron grasps, like, puts his hand in his head and gives this panicked expression, just. And just kind of. He's no longer like paying attention to Dre, any of you. He's in his own mind for.
Dre.
It actually worked.
How you feeling?
I haven't. Yeah. I can't describe it. I just had a choice. That I wanted to come back, and now I can feel again.
Well,
Touch again. I can smell again. What?
I'm glad whoever did that for you did. Because it was a little scary losing you for a minute there.
I'm so foggy.
June quickly casts Cure Wounds again. Give me a second. Oh no. What?
But then there was Edge of Extinction.
Okay.
Came back.
Guys, I think it's best if we get out of here.
Dre, like, kind of starts to stand up. Where's the rest of? Is everyone okay? Is everyone good? Do they need healing?
We'll be better if we're out of here and can rest.
Everyone's awake and alive. Alive.
I think you're the only one that really went down there. I mean, sorry, Hessian, but yeah,
Hessian
we're
just
all good.
looks at you and goes, "Nah, it's fine. Fuck you, Arya."
It's perfect.
And just places a hand on Dre's shoulder and is like, "Hey, I'm glad you're not dead. It's a shame that I don't get to keep your stuff. But I'd rather have you than stuff." And then they hug you.
Oh, he hugged.
This is a really. I feel like Star's here with us right now.
Yeah. Can't believe she missed all that.
And
my
then
God.
I'm texting her everything.
and then Hessian begins looting the bodies of the hobgoblins.
Oh my god.
He kind of rolls his eyes, but he's still got a weak smile on his face.
June is very. Well, he kind of runs ahead of everyone, so he's just. Oh, well, I can't move my token, but he's away from everyone right now.
It feels like the walls are mixed up with what we're actually seeing. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
It is weird.
it's all good. Cameron's just pacing at this point, just.
Clyburn, buddy.
Hessian doesn't
Everyone, we
fucking
should get
want
out of here.
Alright. He's not paying any mind. He's still just.
I walk in his way. I made it. Okay. Yeah,
Cure Wounds, I didn't see that. Oh, it's thank you, June.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so
Trey
I walk in his way.
up too.
Clyburn, what's going on?
We must go.
This isn't right. This isn't right. Something.
I'm a little confused by it as well. We can figure it out later if we can figure it out. We should get out of here.
Do I get any undead? I doubt it, but do I get any undead vibes from Dre?
Nah, if anything, this is the most alive you've ever felt them.
Oh,
I need to think on this. But
Let's
yes,
think later.
Let's go. Let us go.
All right.
Okay. Kyburn, do you keep the spear or the shield that you picked up?
No.
Okay, because
I break them,
Evelyn
but
will
I
absolutely take that spear.
Oh, I almost said I cracked the spear in half, but yeah, she can have the spear.
Alright, cool. So she's got a new spear, and she looks at the shield and just, like, hucks it as far back into the cave as she can.
Yeah, I cast Sacred Flame on it. Well,
It just sears the shield white hot, and it clatters to the ground like in a pile of slag. It was quite literally the coolest shotgun skeet shooting that anyone has ever seen.
no, yeah, right.
On that note, yeah, you all return to Codlow, where your cart is. And Evelyn just kind of like looks across the group and goes, well, just like holding her wounds, is just like, we promised the other group that we would be there as soon as we could.
Can
I
that be
just-
after we sleep?
I believe
that was
sleep would be the
what
best
I
idea.
was wondering is, do you want to sleep on the road, or do you want to just pay for another night at the inn?
I mean, I'm good to ride. If you would like to sleep on the road, that's... No, we only have...
I need to buy something.
He needs to buy something. Maybe we should just spend the night.
Okay.
This will be only a minute.
As much as I do want to go, we should.
We should be on the road.
We don't want
This
to
will be
leave
only a
it.
minute.
Okay.
This will be only.
Cool. Great. Awesome.
Hessian's
Who...
like, neat.
Out of... Yes.
I'll go tell the blacksmith guy that the mines are back open, and maybe he'll give us some sweet coin.
No,
in
I'll
addition to
come
what
with
we've
you for
already
that.
got.
I'll probably come with you for that. In that matter of time, June, maybe you should learn how to ride a cart. Oh, I mean, you already know. Your expertise. Whatever. Let's go.
Fine.
Yes. Cool. Great. Awesome.
And Hessian walks off in the direction of the blacksmith.
Oh god, I follow.
Kyburn, where are you going?
I'm looking for any store that would sell perhaps anything that would sell like jewels or per se a diamond worth at least 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, there are a couple different shops in town, but for something of that value, the only thing you can really find is there is a local jeweler's store.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, they don't receive a lot of like foot traffic or business, just because this is a small kind of farming town. But they have, so the storefront is recently new and rather untouched, as far as you can tell. And it's right over here, so I'll just blip.
All right. Okay.
And then Evelyn's gonna work with June to set up the cart so that everybody can get on the road.
All right.
Dre, what are you doing?
I think I want to help out with the cart, but well, let's see. I feel alive. I'm gonna go out and help. I don't want to rest. I'm restless.
Okay, the three of you work on the cart, and then everybody else is on their adventures. Kyburn, we'll start with you. So you said that you're looking for a place that sells jewelry. So you enter the jewelry store, and like I said, it is rather untouched by the locals. So as you enter, like, the bell rings, and you see this dwarf behind the counter look up and go, I've told you all before, we don't sell hay feed, seed, or... And he sees you and he goes, oh, my sincerest apologies, customer, pleasure to meet you.
Greetings, Arasaman. I am in need of a... Sorry, that's Dwarvish for great friend.
Okay, he goes, what can I get for you?
I am in need of a powdered diamond.
Okay. Is there any specifics you're looking for?
Anything worth near 200 gold pieces should be fine.
I believe I might have something for you that would be beneficial. And you watch as he runs into the back quickly, and you just kind of hear this loud grinding noise, followed by a few loud bangs. And he comes back out with a little pouch, and he opens it up in front of you so you can see it. And it is a small pouch of powdered diamond.
I nod and hand over. I drop the coin off and I
He
nod.
hands you the powdered diamond.
All right, cool. And I leave.
Pleasure doing business with you. Maybe you can come by again sometime. Oh, you're gone.
I just, I just put up my hand up, just and walk out.
All right. Next we'll do Arya and Hessian.
All right, let's go.
So Hessian opens the blacksmith door, and behind it there is this half-orc man who is just standing there, menacingly staring at you all. And he looks across you and goes, "What do you want?"
We took care of your mine problem. By that, well, wait, let me explain a bit more. That was probably kind of vague.
Hessian's like, your people told us that you paid them to take care of the mine. They subcontracted that to us, so we kicked some ass. And now they're all dead.
Yes, that. That's exactly what she said. Yes.
All the goblins. And the hobgoblins, which you did not tell us about. So, I hate to inform you,
We were
but
hoping...
there's a misinformation fee.
Hoping for a bit more coin, maybe?
The guy just stares at both of you like staring daggers. Roll persuasion.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Oh, I rolled,
Yes, it's not like he doesn't have any despair because his mind was taken.
Let's go. The ones that I'm good at.
Yeah?
What did Hessian roll? He looks at the both of you, and he goes, "Fine. What's your price?" And Hessian goes to open their mouth to talk, and he goes, "I don't want to hear the figure from you." He points to Arya. "How much?"
Well, it would be nice. Maybe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 300 gold would be cool. That'd be good. That'd be 300 gold.
Roll a second persuasion check.
That sounds good.
He reaches underneath the counter very slowly and pulls out a small pouch and hands you both 300 gold.
Thank you so much, sir. That is really gracious.
Hessian goes,
It really means a lot.
That's not all you got. And he goes, "I am done talking to you. Get out of my store." And Hessian goes, all right.
So sorry for my friend. We'll be going. Thank you so much.
To be fair, Hessian rolled in that one. On that note, for the cart prep team, it does not take long to prep the cart. You'd already kind of had it prepped earlier today. So by the time that you all finish like final preparations and checks, everyone else will have finished their business. Is there anything in particular that y'all wanted to do or talk about?
Yes. Dre, sorry, dying. Dre would like to have. Excuse me. There we go. Dre would like to have a conversation with everyone real quick, in private.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Uh,
Back, I have something in my throat.
no, you're all good. So yeah. Evelyn is kind of like placing supplies on the saddlebags of the horses that y'all have, in addition to the cart with Windrunner. And as you approach, she kind of turns around and goes, "Yeah."
I just wanted to say that if we get out of this alive, but I join your initiative as whatever you want me to be. I don't care, but I saw it. I was warned of death and suffering when I was given the choice to stay here or go, move on to whatever afterlife. And I cannot not be a part of something that could prevent that again. Never again. I can never pass 2 years. So if you would please allow me to join, if we don't get our desired outcome.
I would like that.
You've smiles. Thank you. Just can't. Not knowing what could happen.
She nods in agreement and goes, "Well, make sure to get some rest when we're on the road. You need it."
You not nearly as much as me, but you as well.
She nods again.
And just starts helping.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll get everybody on the road.
Oh, and question: am I still poisoned?
No.
Okay.
I was about to say, I do have antidotes.
It is faded by now.
All right.
All right. So I will go ahead and take y'all to the next map. Please feel free to return your hit points and your spell slots to acceptable levels.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Can I do it? Oh, we're just heading straight. All right. I have like 2 things I want to do on the road. If that's all right.
Yeah, no, you can still do them. I'm just bringing up the map.
Okay, just make.
Characters.
Cool. This does not worrisome in any way, shape, or form. All right. Just the first night before we all, the first night on the road, I would like to just try and commune with Anubis in any sort of way, or just like asks a question, if anything. More like.
Are you actually casting the spell Commune, or are you praying?
No, I'm just praying, I guess. I don't have commune, I don't think. So, yeah.
Okay.
Is this right? Is this right? I've always believed that. I don't know, but I am worried. Is this right? that he should come back to us?
So as you ask this, make a religion check.
Okay. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
That is some good omen. Okay. As you ask this, you all are camped out by a nearby stream. And as you are asking this of your god, away from the others, you watch as a single leaf falls off the tree, and lands in the river, like right in the middle of the river. And as it begins to drift towards the opposite bank from you, a very small wind blows it back towards the shore that you are on, as the leaf then nestles itself in the little embankment that you are closest to. Take this omen how you will.
Alright. The next morning, while on the road, I would like to spend the better part of an hour. If we're still riding in the cart, yes?
Yeah, y'all are still riding in the cart. It's going to take some time for y'all to arrive at the city.
I would like to light some incense, and using the Tattered Diamond, I would like to do something that I will send you in DM's off.
Yep.
Okay. I also have a new spell list that I need to give you in a sec. Alright,
Alright.
that is all.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything on the road?
Nope.
June, do you have something?
I'm thinking about it, but if you have something to say, go ahead.
Cool. I'm going to take my cool pendant, my Phoenix pendant, kind of, and put it on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Does anything happen? Why?
You put it on. And nothing really happens.
Cool.
I'll give you this freebie. The last time you used it, it wasn't just like putting it on, like you had to like commune with it for you to get the conversation that you were looking for.
Okay. So I'll kind of like put my hand around it. Cinder, are you listening? Or here? Or any sorts?
As you put your hands on it, you watch as very rapidly the scene around you fades, and you are back in that black space. With the ephemeral figure of Cinder standing across from you, and she goes, "I am always listening."
That's good. Uh, so you saw what happened earlier, right? The Did I bring Dre back to life?
You did. Although, for one of... With the abilities that I have granted you, it is not impossible to tap into the energies of the Phoenix and renew life.
All right. It's just says I don't know if this was you or some other Phoenix-like figure. I think it was. Did you speak to me? Did you before it all happened?
'Twas not me directly. As you grow and accumulate strength, your power will take on many different forms, and you will encounter things that will change or warp your perception of how magic is transmutable and how life can be altered. You will see things that will astound you, and you will see things that will be more mundane.
Yes. So the Phoenix thing that I talked to, the this embodiment of fire, it told me to use my flames less as a mantle and more as a shroud. I I'm unsure how. I guess is it just what it taught me? Is it just to follow it, use that
No.
ability again? Okay.
To wear your strength as a mantle is to use it in a way that is very singular. However, she begins to kind of think very hard on her wording. And it takes her a quick minute to formulate her next response, but she goes, while as mantle and shroud are similar words in their meanings and definitions, they serve different purposes. A mantle is usually a alternative form of a cloak, or something that you would wrap yourself in or wear as a symbol of honor or status, something to show off power. A shroud is less so. A shroud is it is similarly a cloth that envelops, but it is normally used in inference with death and rebirth. To embrace your powers fully, you must realize that death is only the beginning. One form that life will take. Living things are mutable, malleable. if you are to truly accept your power and understand what it is to be the embodiment of flame, you must realize that your form too is mutable, and that your death, or the deaths of others, are... And she sighs at this, for lack of better phrasing, inconsequential. For people like you, death is just a pothole in the road that your wagon will cross over. Just a bump. And then your journey continues.
So, as to find how to make my abilities less of this mantle, it's like I have to bring this rebirth or death to this older me and make myself anew.
That is one way of putting it, yes. You are very special, Arya. But you're also one to cling to falsities and preconceived notions. You must adapt your understanding in order to better develop and grow.
Of course. Right. Thank you for the talk.
It is
I'm
always my
gonna have to
pleasure.
think. I'm gonna have to think through some things on my own now. Right.
As it should be.
Yes.
And with that, the black space fades and you're back in the cart.
Cool.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
Yes. Just one quick thing, which is just making sure that over the course of the day's travel, I make sure my sword is in a place where it can absorb the sunlight, so it recharges.
Okay. You can just kind of... Alright. As you lay it in a place where it can receive sunlight, it is able to absorb some charges along the road.
Alrighty. That's all for me.
June, would you like to do anything?
Nope.
Okay. With that, you know what? I'm actually gonna do a little thing real quick. June,
Yes.
as you are riding in the cart, Hessian, as always, rides with you. And they go, "Hey, June. Hey, hey."
Yes. It turns.
So, don't... We're friends. And so... And it looks like they're, like, really struggling with their words.
Are you saying we're not friends?
Beat yourself up about what happened. Shit happens. And sometimes friends kill friends. And that's okay. And sometimes they don't, and that's okay too. I guess the point is, you did what you thought you had to, and shit happened. And that's fine. Don't worry your very small head about it.
Kind of looks away.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
and they just like go back to doing what they were doing. That's pretty much it. That's all I had.
Alright.
Yeah?
I'm glad that y'all are enjoying yourselves.
I'm sorry, I can't stop. Hearing Walker do the.
Yeah, that just. I love it.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
that's the only thing I get from our conversations. So I'll be sitting there, I'm like, so Star, how do you want to work on Hessian? Well, I just, and I'm like, stop! Tell me words!
Alright. Plot time, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
plot time.
go. Plot time.
So you all arrive at Dustcliff proper. And as you do, you get a larger scale of what the group you had met with was talking about. As camped outside the city's high walls and towering cliffs is an army of over 1,000 strong, all bearing banners of this symbol, which you see as on a silvered tapestry. You see this symbol of a blue flame that is displayed upon the banners alongside a silver sword and crown. And the entire army outside the city walls has this banner. And as you all enter, you see that the army itself is comprised of varying individuals, like versus many of the armies, Dre, that you've seen as far as Broken Blade is concerned, your home kingdom. It's primarily human or elven that the armies are comprised of, but this is a force of many races. You see Dragonborn, you see Goliaths, Tieflings, Dwarves, Gnomes, Halflings, Half-Orcs, as well as, in some places, a few Aarakocra or Deep Gnomes. It is a massively diverse group.
Never blend. Surf Neblin, that's what
it's just very huge.
Svinfneblin. Yes.
Do we see a tent that might be, or some sort of something that would indicate?
Yeah, I mean, there is
bigger.
like an actual formation to this army. Like, there are camps and supply lines and whatnot, and there seems to be a central command center at like the very core of this army. And you can assume that that is where the people who contracted you might be.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like we're heading there.
This is the army we brought here.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Okay.
As you all enter this tent, it is just a hub of activity. Like, the party you had initially met, their full numbers are not here. The only people that you see in this room at the moment are... Let me go ahead and pull up my sheets, because I have way too many documents open right now. There we go. All right. The people that you see in here are, you recognize as Silas Graven, Cecilia, as well as Ulysses and Summer. Branson and Rona are nowhere to be found.
Okay.
And you see the Ulysses is kind of like looking over a map of the city as well as another map of the battlefield. And he's like, you see that there are like little flags and pennants laid out in what you can be in what you can safely assume are like troop formations and groupings. You see Silas kind of pacing back and forth with a like orb in his hands, and he's actually like speaking aloud to a few other wizards who are like clutching similar orbs, and they're all like communicating, and you can safely assume that this is like a communications hub for the rest of the army, like communicating Ulysses' orders. Cecilia is kind of like looking over some papers and documents as y'all enter, and Summer is got a similar orb in her hands, but she is not pacing back and forth. She is just sitting and meditating with the orb. As you enter, Cecilia looks up and sees you all and goes, good to see you again. Interesting timing that you all have.
What does
Makes
that
it
mean?
interesting.
Nothing. Let's step outside the tent. And she kind of like motions y'all to leave the tent with her.
We do.
She goes, sorry, not many people just go strolling on in. Or at least most people. Sorry, we haven't worked together a lot. How'd the mission go?
Completed. There was a hobgoblin in there. Very, very dangerous, actually.
Quite dangerous.
A lot of us went down, but we brought everyone back.
That's good to hear. Sorry, she's like, puts the letters that she's sifting through away. She goes, it's been a little crazy here. We had been coordinating with other members of our organization for a while, until we were able to arrive here ourselves. But the tides have recently been shifting just a bit. So it's been a little chaotic. Sorry.
Does
In
that mean?
whose favor?
Sorry, both of you spoke at the same time. I didn't.
How have the tides been shifting, as he said?
Well, not in the best way. So initially it was all-out warfare between the Freedom Initiative and the nobles that oversaw the city, the merchant lords and the local baron. However, I guess he got tired of having to deal with such frustrations, so the Baron called in the Royal Army. And they don't like us. So when we arrived to try and quell the situation, the Freedom Initiative opposed us. The groups run by the Baron opposed us. And, you know, we had curbed everything for a bit. We were actually able to gain some ground inside the city walls. And then the Royal Army appeared and drove us out. So we're trying to currently retake some ground so we can actually get the hell back inside the city.
So I take it then just walking into the city peacefully is not an option.
I mean, you're free to traipse towards the gates. They have currently shut them to visitors at this time. So I'm sure if you grease the right amount of palms, you might be able to gain entry. But it's safe to say that this is a war zone.
Dre. Julius's armies are mixed now. What's the situation with the Freedom Initiative soldiers? How are they mixing with your own?
Well, they are confrontational, So anytime that we've tried making negotiations, it tends to go one of two ways. Either they accept our offers of peace talks, and then when we arrive, it's an ambush, or they outright attack our messengers. Now that may be influenced primarily by the Black Daggers Guild, seeing as the ambushes are always conducted by the Black Daggers, and anytime that our messengers are usually attacked, it's not when there are exclusively Freedom Initiative members present.
I need to talk. I need to find a way to let Julian know that I am here. If he knows I am here, he will not have them attack me. He may bring me to them, but he will not kill me.
You don't know
I know
that.
it. I know him. I know it. No matter how
I can
far.
send him a message if you'd like. Actually, can I? Fuck. I need to know. What's up?
Hessian
Is that possible?
just looks at you and goes, "You seem nice,
Can't do
but
that. Never mind.
it does sound like your friend's trying to straight up kill people."
No matter how far he's fallen, he won't kill me. And I can talk him out of this. I can make him see what once was and what can be again.
Hold up.
I just
I
need to
might-
get to him.
Hessian shrugs.
Dre, we're not against you. It's just the fact that this is all a little hectic, and talking might not be the only possibility right now.
What actions have the Black Daggers taken as of yet?
Well, I've got a few spies inside the city, which are, and she kind of like waves the letters, where I'm getting majority of my information. But primarily they are operating out of the slums, and they recently seized the Grand Cathedral. So having a little trouble dealing with that at the moment. Just for the players' information, 14, 15, and 16 are where the Black Daggers are operating out of.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Okay.
That is the Grand Cathedral,
and-
the slums, and the graveyard.
And these units here, these are Evelyn's or no?
Any units that are the blue units with the sword and crown are allied units of you. The units with
Alright.
this emblem over here, that is the Royal Army.
That's the Royal Army. Okay.
And the
And-
other
Awesome.
units I have not put on the map yet because
Right. Because we don't know where they are.
reasons.
assume.
But I will go ahead and give you this just to let you see what the enemy units will look like, as well as the headquarters, because she is able to point that out to you. So
Right.
she goes,
that-
Julian,
that's
if you're looking to negotiate with Julian, I can't tell you not to, but I can strongly advise against it. Julian is currently operating out of the Tower of Magisters, which, for the players, that is token number 1 on the map. I'm going to go ahead and light it up. Boop.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
just so
Yep.
you can see what the other token looks like, I'm going to put it right here, over by the Royal Palace. That is what the Baron's army looks like.
Okay.
So the Baron's army will have a crown. Julian's group will have an inverted crown. The Royal Army has the picture of a bearded boy, a majestic, regal-looking figure. And then these sword and crowns are the Resistance.
Just to clarify, who has control of the gate at this time? The Black Daggers or
Who has control of the what now?
the gates? The front gates.
The front gates. Currently, the Black Daggers, yes, they have control of the city gates.
And that's why we came.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a constant battle for the front gates between the Royal Army and the Black Daggers. Currently, the Black Daggers have control. Because
I
the
feel a pinch. I
conflict
feel a pinch.
the conflict line is literally right down the middle.
Right.
Like number 12, the Castletown Road is essentially just a battlefield.
Do you know of any other?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Josh, please repeat.
Sort. Ah,
We can hear
Are
him.
there any other entrances into the city?
Okay,
That's what he's
thank you. He
asking.
was cutting out for me. I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
Oh.
She thinks about it for a moment, and
cool. There we go. Yes.
there are two that I can think of, neither of which are really great options, but it's up to you. There are around the north side of the town, around where the cliff face drops into the Grand River that runs across the north side of Dustcliff. There are sewer channels that lead into Castletown proper. If you would like to try and climb through those, it is possible. I would just like to warn you that the river itself could be treacherous as far as currents, and not to mention climbing up to the pipe and then into the sewer system. Just be careful not to, step in any shit or get hit by shit.
Cool.
No
Right.
need.
Kyburn, did you say you had a way to contact Julian from here?
I do, but give me another minute.
Of course.
When the Royal Army has been approaching the gates, how has the Royal Army so far approached the gates?
Well, they tend to approach the gates from inside the walls. We've only really been fighting them on the outside front. That was what I was getting to. The second entrance. There is a way in around the wall where you don't have to enter the front gate, but currently that area is controlled by the Royal Army, and that is the Riftwatch Tower, which is number 9 for you players.
Which is number 9.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a traffic zone for airships for the local guard, but since the Royal Army has come in on their airships, they have locked it down. But there are pathways that lead outside the city, cliffside passageways and trails that you could easily get up to the tower and inside the walls.
Right.
How heavily guarded?
I'm interested in these airships.
How heavily guarded? Very.
Okay. And
How
the
many?
airships, as you said?
How many?
Well, just on Riftwatch Tower alone, they have a whole battalion, and they tend to change shifts every 2 hours.
How many? Just the one airship, though, is what I'm understanding.
That's just part of the map. Like, as far as airships, they have, she lets you know that they have 7.
Okay.
Two scouting ships, 3 personnel carriers, and 2 warships.
And the Royal Army, they're fairly well equipped, I can imagine.
Plate armor and the best swords and shields money can buy.
Of course. How are the Black Daggers in comparison?
Well, they've got a lot of contraband equipment that gives them an edge, magic items and other tools and such, but standard run-of-the-mill leather armor and whatever weapons they can get their hands on for the most part. The
And
only
what of ourselves?
reason that they're able to hold back the Royal Army is through guerrilla tactics and, sabotage and acts of terrorism.
Of course. And what of our own?
Well, we're trying, not to incite panic and fear, so we are following standard deployment procedures, but we have some of the best smiths around. We have mixed bag with our troops as far as armor goes. Some light, some heavy. And as far as weapons are concerned, the best weapons forged up in the Kingdom of Aetheridge. We're pretty evenly matched with the Royal Army. The only difference is we're not trying to instigate a fight here, because in terms of numbers, they will win.
Right.
Like, we can hold back their main force outside the gate, but if we cause too much chaos or seize the city in a flashy way, they might call for reinforcements, and a larger force will be deployed here.
Let's see.
I turned to Evelyn. Evelyn, you said right before the break that when you two were still in some way united, he started giving way to the daggers. How much power do you think they have over him now? Or how much power did they have over him then?
They had a partnership then, but now it's been years without any other console that I know of, so they may have a pretty good hold on him.
Okay. And if he refuses, who knows, they might even still resist him, even kill him. He might not have full power over the situation here.
That is
If I may ask, if I may be so bold, what is our current plan of action? If there exists one.
I think.
I'm not
Contacting
talking to you. I'm
Druid.
talking to what's her face.
Okay.
Still.
Well, my current plan of action is to try and get a group to infiltrate inside the city walls, break up the Freedom Initiative's actions so that we can seize their territory. And once we're inside the walls, we can start really taking the fight to the Baron's troops, and if we can win the support of the people, we might be able to drive the Royal Army out. But right now I'm just trying to figure our way inside the city.
I think I would like to talk to Julian before we deal with anything, at least indirectly or directly. I think we need to have that conversation and tread our ground from there.
If you wish, we can take a minute, and I can write your message.
Okay. I think that would be good.
All right. Well, let's take a minute. Reconvene afterward.
All right.
Before we split up, I ask her if she has a map.
Yeah, she provides a copy of one of the maps that they have of the city proper, and she has marked out specific points of interest as well as a few known hubs of activity.
Okay.
So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and fill in a few things for you then. So the Rift Watch Tower, as she let you know, is controlled. Additionally, another two spots on the map are the Old Chapel, which is number 8, which is currently a triage for the Royal Army. And number 10, which is the guard barracks for the Town Watch, has been taken over as well. Outside of that, she lets you know that there are rumors of on the map it says that there are rumors of a Black Dagger headquarters in the graveyard itself. As well, you know that they've taken over the Grand Cathedral. And she has marked a few troop locations for the Black Daggers.
Okay. Oh crap.
Alright.
Alright,
Speaking
I
of
pulled Dre
sad-
aside. I took out a square piece of enchanted parchment. Pull out my pen, my magic pen, floats over the paper. I sit down and I motion for Dre to speak.
Okay. I'm thinking of what I really want to say. I say something along the lines of that. I know it's been so long that I know I have no right to come into your life now, but I remember a time when the Freedom Initiative when the Freedom Initiative stood for a peaceful unification and equal rights of all species, all races. We can have that again, but we need to stop this fighting. We need to end this. This is going to do no one any good. If you remember our original mission, if you remember any of the good we were trying to do, then you will know that this certainly is not it. I just want to talk our way through this. I want us to come to a peaceful solution and end this fighting before any innocents get hurt. Remember that innocents were never supposed to get hurt. Never ever. And now they could be. We can't allow that to happen. We must work together to stop this. Please just talk with me. Alright, and that's it.
Alright. I take the pen and the paper. And I'm gonna wander off.
All right.
I need a minute. This will take a minute.
Of course.
So I try to find an isolated spot.
Okay. You're able to find a pretty isolated spot.
Okay, give me a minute to think. You guys can do other things real quick.
Awesome. So I look at the rest of the group. Personally, not a fan of the sewers entrance. Not my cup of tea.
Sound quite treacherous.
On the other hand, we're not bad talkers. And if we're gonna get through this entire way by talking our way through things, our first step would be to talk to the royal guard. Because there's no way into the place we're trying to go. First of all, we're not going to get through the gates.
Indeed.
As simple as that. We're not going through the sewers. The only other places where all the wonderful airships are. Which might be a little treacherous in itself. But I think if we can strike up a good conversation now and find the commander and have them let us in.
If I tell them who I am and what my mission is, then they might accept us.
I disagree with that statement. I think they've heard a lot of bad things about the Freedom Initiative.
And we have been quite violent in the past, so no, scrap that idea. I apologize.
No, it's good. It's just maybe if the Freedom Initiative were in a brighter light. Right now, it's not looking good.
Indeed.
On the other hand, we could maybe, and we'll have to make this up as we go. We were hired by some other kingdom to get rid of the Black Daggers, right?
Yes, but
Or something of that sort.
the only grievance is that I just passed along a message that I assume is going to Julian, and if I had any chance of getting him to surrender because of our long history and because of what he knows, then we did take it. But I agree, we still need to figure out a good way into the city.
Well, that's going to be our only way into the city.
Right.
We have to find some way to talk to them, some reason why we would get in.
If we're sent from another kingdom, they'll probably ask us for some sort of verification. And when we don't have it, they'll draw their swords.
I look at Celine. So Cecilia, sorry. Friend, do you have someone that knows how to forge documents in this camp?
There are a few. We do have some former criminals and spies that work for us.
Okay.
You could possibly find someone. You thinking of trying to just forge your way past the Royal Guard?
Yes, actually.
It's a long shot, but I think all we have are long shots.
I don't think we're gonna survive an assault to the gates.
I doubt it. And if we break,
I'm not very.
and if our mission fails here, we need to retreat.
No, I'm absolutely pulling your leg. That's how we got in.
Oh, okay.
When they were running the gates, we would show up with travel permits or writs of marquee, things to get us past the gates. And once we were there, we ingratiated ourselves, and my spies fed me back information. We could absolutely get you all in. It would just have to be careful. Your group is very colorful and diverse. So it would be hard to get all of you inside the city.
What of us do you think would be able to get in easier?
Well, probably only Hessian and Arya, if I'm being completely honest.
We could
June
also
might
hide
be able
June.
to hide,
Yes.
but Dre and Evelyn, it is not going to be easy for you all, and for your buddy Kyburn, it's probably best not to even try.
Right.
Okay.
Do we really want to split up the party
I'm
like
probably
that?
returning at this point.
Okay.
Another small idea, unless June, you have something to say?
I was just gonna say we're able to contact each other because of the ear piercings, right? So we should be
Yeah.
fine.
Over a limited distance.
To up to
But
300
yes.
feet.
City.
Yeah, only 300 feet.
If we can get an encampment
Also-
over there, we could make it a little bit easier, but I suspect that to be difficult.
I have another plan.
I have means of sending messages to you all mentally as well.
That's also a very good point. Some of us are good talkers, and some of us are good physically. I am not good physically, and I wouldn't fare well in the sewers. I don't think June would either. I think the people who are better with words, like me and June, we could get in through a permit. Will you guys go through the sewers? We could bring Hessian with us too. And then we'll reconvene inside the city.
You do the brunt of the talking, the most of it. I will accept that plan. It sounds good.
Wonderful.
First, how did you get the message through Julian of Kyburn?
I did, yes.
How do we know when he responds?
If he wishes to respond, he will send a crane that I will receive. Or that you will receive. Actually, no, probably yourself, but there will be a paper bird sometime in the near future for us.
That paper bird follow us anywhere? Even if we go into the...
It will find you.
Well, in that case, I suppose we talk with Julian as we go and we execute the plan we just made.
I'm sorry, what is our plan?
Wonderful. Kyburn, friend. We're gonna split the party. Some of us, the more human-looking people, we're going to go towards the Royal Guard, bring in a permit, and we're going to or a forged permit, and we're going to make it look like we were sentenced to come in and fight for them. On the other hand, we're going to have the more capable, stronger people and less human-looking people go through the sewers, and we'll reconvene inside the city.
The Black Gate Daggers control the gates now.
We're not going through the gates. We're going to go through the Royal Guard's other entrance with their airships.
I see. Is there no way for us to disguise ourselves?
We have no one in this party that can do that.
If you can disguise yourself, then go for it, but not everyone can do that.
I cannot.
Can anyone disguise us?
Does
Anyone-
Cecilia have the resources to do so? If not. No, I imagine not. No.
I give a look to Cecilia, just like a cool look of query, just in
No,
case.
it's not likely.
It's looking like this is our best option if we're all planning to get in.
I have to
And that-
agree.
And that means no rash decisions, no crazy actions, no leaps of confidence.
Everyone has to think out their actions and work as part of this team.
What's your plan once we
Absolutely.
get in? Well,
I assume once we get in, we'll have at least something from Julian. If not, we'll figure it out as we go, unless anyone has any ideas now.
It's looking like we're going to have to move as quietly as we can once we cross over, like, this middle walkway.
Trevor,
Or even before that.
you need to be prepared that Julian is not going to respond, or if he does, it will give us nothing. There's also a possibility if he's returned this bird that he could know of our location. Even sending it, letting him know that we were here, is already dangerous enough as it is.
Agreed, but we've been through hell together. I have to believe that there is some part of him that is still good, despite all of this around us. But you're right. We should keep the rest to the minimum from here on out. I agree. We'll just see what happens.
What is the plan if we have no help from Julian?
And
We have to be prepared for that possibility that the Black Daggers will not be in aid to us or will not accept us entering their territory.
we certainly can't fight off the Royal Army or the Black Daggers or the Initiative on our own.
Cecilia,
Yes.
what's the situation for the people living in the city?
Well, it is currently not ideal. Those in the slums that are under the Dagger's purview are, of course, being extorted. Those under control of the Royal Guard are a bit better off. The Royal Guard does ask some of them to vacate their homes to be used as barracks or whatnot, but they try to minimize the damage to the people. And the Baron's armies, for the most part, are only holding their line due to equipment. Many of them are not well trained and mostly spend their days just guarding nobles. So, as far as things go, the city is not in complete ruin, but the Daggers are not making it easy on anyone. If you were to say there is a universal enemy here, it would be the Freedom Initiative and the Daggers.
Right.
And so if we don't hear anything helpful from Julian, then any kind of struggles for a second, our best bet may be to unify Initiative, or whatever it is now. I don't want to call it that.
Our plan, is a bit more precise.
I would have us. Has there been Wait, no, I think I already asked. No, you're talking about the Black Daggers now.
Yeah.
Has there
this is-
been talk of unifying with the Royal Army?
The Royal Army doesn't like our group because, well, Broken Blade is still very much pro-slavery, and we are not. And any large armed force presents itself a threat to the king, so they're not on our side. Although
Where
I'm
will
certain
these
that
troops
maybe there
stand?
were some individuals amongst them that probably empathize with our cause.
Where are these troops from? Goldspire, Orem? Not
Uh,
familiar with this banner.
which one are you talking about?
The Royal Guard.
The Royal Guard are the Royal Guard of the Kingdom of Broken Blade, where you all are in
Okay.
right now.
Where we are. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they are the Royal Army of this kingdom, which the king is more or less. He has control over Broken Blade, but he really owes his allegiance to the King of Duskmoor, because their army is much larger.
Right.
Basically,
Right.
he's a subservient king. So Broken Blade has its own formalized army, but they more or less enforce Broken Blade laws and Duskmoor laws. So one of those, of course, being slavery good. So they are here to make sure that the status quo remains that,
Okay. I got you.
and the resistance is trying to drive them out.
No, yeah.
The Baron's forces are mostly just city guard. Like, it's not any
Right.
official army.
They're not a huge force. They're
just well equipped.
Anyway. Right.
What is your more precise plan?
Well, our precise plan is this. The daggers are a large support for the initiative, but they are the minority in that group. The elite, if you will. If we can break up the relationship between the initiative and the Black Daggers Thieves Guild, then we might be able to scoop up the initiative forces into our resistance army.
That's what I thought to do, but
If
who's to say that
we can't break up the love affair, then, well, we end it forcefully. Complete assassination of the entire Daggers leadership.
does that include Julian?
If it came to it.
Nods. Well,
Unfortunately,
What's
Mr. Peyton, I can't share your sense of sentimentality. I have a war to win.
I understand, and I want to end this just as much as you do, but
So,
I want to see what Julian does.
say the initiative lays defeated, and our armies make our way into the city. The Royal Guard. What happens then?
Well,
We march on the Baron. Sure, we claim the victory. But what are the armies then?
I'm sorry, you cut out for some of that for me. I didn't catch all of what you said.
You know, best unspoken. So, excuse me then. In that case.
All right. I literally couldn't hear what you said.
You know what? It's alright.
Did Kyburn say that, or
I'm
retconning
thinking out loud, and I also talked to. Hey, you know what? Forget it.
Okay.
that? Dre kind of thinks on what you thought out loud.
Well then, whenever you're ready, I can work with y'all to get your permits and get you inside the city, and the rest of you, I can send you in to meet with some of my contacts and get in through the sewers. And that way, once your group is able to reunite, you will be able to work with my agents to carry out the task of dealing with the daggers.
Very well.
Okay then. Let's hope we can end this in the best way possible and prepare ourselves for the worst.
All right.
How many of these troops have actually been in war before?
Are you referring to our army?
Yes.
Many. Whether
So-
in service to another kingdom's army or in service as a slave soldier. Many of our troops have seen real war. Others are volunteers, support staff, and some even aren't soldiers, but were gladiators, bandits, war chiefs. People who have seen combat.
Once we take over, for the most part, or at least we rid slavery from this area, which I'm pretty sure is the goal at this point, and the royal army comes for us, we're gonna need a big plan for all that. Because there's no way that
No, once the city is taken, if it is taken, the world god would never leave us alone.
It's true.
we need
We've
one
been
massive push back.
Leave that logistics to us. This is not the first city that we have taken.
But this is also not the first time that a force has taken this city. I know because we took it 8 years ago. So what happens then?
We occupy it and we hold it.
Safe haven for all of any race.
Absolutely.
You know,
Let us
just
hope
for
we
the
can
hell of
achieve
it-
that.
Just for the hell of it, can I insight that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But I'll let Kyron do that because Dre's not that.
Kyron's good. Ooh.
Yeah, she's not lying. She's just surprised that you
Not even-
asked. Like, the army that you are all in is racial and multicultural.
right.
She is like stunned that you all.
I figured.
Yeah.
Just making doubly sure.
She was
Alright.
stunned that you're like, yeah, safe haven for all. She's like, have you seen our army? Yeah.
She's human. What is she?
She is a half elf.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's human enough. You know, we can be suspicious a little, you know? Icky humans. Human fighter. Ugh.
Lazab's business.
Moving on from that. Anywho. Yeah.
I keep looking back and out.
Is there
like, back and forth from the map and out.
Any other questions you all have for Cecilia?
No, I just wish we didn't have to split the party. Would we?
I think between me and Evelyn, in our easily recognizable state, and some other people, it's the best option.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end the session tonight. Just because
boy.
I want to make sure that Star is able to come back for all the juicy
Pandemonium.
yeah, that's going to happen.
Siege combat.
Yeah.
On that note, it has been a pleasure once again having you all tune in for another session of Legends of Stoneharbor. As always, I am your Dungeon Master, WalkManiac, with my players Zammy, Doc, Josh
I feel
Kaposh,
better
and
now.
Colin.
Yeah.
It's been great having you all on. I look forward to seeing
Revivify
you
is broken.
in the next video. Bye-bye.
Swag.